Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Now today we are going to discuss about Trunks in Dragon Ball Super. Now I know this for some guys like this would be like a little bit controversial because I think that Trunks in Dragon Ball Super was kind of like, I would say, not as much as hype character like in Dragon Ball Z or like Dragon Ball Z series. When you think about that, that is, I think, particularly with the reason that Trunks is kind of like not buff, buff in the sense that he lost that muscle, he lost that edge. To be honest, Trunks didn't, when you look at him, Dragon Ball Super, Trunks do not feel like he's that kind of like a dangerous guy. He just feels like it's kind of like that guy who just kind of like an average Joe. But when you look at him, Dragon Ball Z, I would say he was like a menace. To be honest, he was, I would say, everybody feared him, including Frieza with his dad, King Cold, and everybody. He was that kind of a person in Dragon Ball Z. But when you look at him, Dragon Ball Super, I would say he kind of like didn't feel like, he is this kind of like a strong character. I think he just felt like, he was just kind of like a normal guy with a sword and, some power. I just thought about that, long time, because I think most people will kind of like agree with me that Trunks in Dragon Ball Super was like not, I would say, like a hyped character, or else I would say like a big character. It's just kind of like boils down to like the fact that Trunks had this kind of like super awesome moment when he just came to Earth and destroyed Frieza and everybody in 2 seconds. Like it was kind of like the most awesome moment for me as a Trunks fan and for several other people who love Trunks. But when you look at him Super, I think he didn't qualify to be that kind of like a guy who just kind of like, become this character and, who just felt like it was missing something, to be honest. Like it didn't feel like he was this kind of like a hyped character or something. I just felt like there was something missing from Dragon Ball Super Trunks. Now, I know a lot of you guys will agree with this, but there are also some of you guys who will not kind of think that, okay, he got the new form, like the Limit Breaker Trunks in Dragon Ball Super, but honestly, I would say the story is more important than the form. When you look at Goku's form, like Super Saiyan 1 to Super Saiyan, I would say Ultra Instinct, there are several reasons why that form happened. But in case of Trunks, I didn't feel like there was a reason in Dragon Ball Super to have this kind of like this form, And I know he destroyed every other person with that new form, but honestly, I think he could have done, like the writers could have done much more better work with Trunks in Dragon Ball Super, just like they did in Dragon Ball Z, honestly, I think. And overall, I didn't hate Trunks in Dragon Ball Super, but honestly, I would say I expected much more from Trunks in Dragon Ball Super. And I would say the writers, especially Toriyama, could make some more improvements in the next season of Dragon Ball Super. Then I would be happy as F. Now I would love to know about what do you guys think about Trunks in Dragon Ball Super and kind of like your opinion on this. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up.